Good morning, everyone. I got to see if I can relocate Howard. Come on, Howie. I don't even have coffee yet. So all you're going to need this morning is a piece of brown paper, which this is something I got out of an Amazon package, of course, and some black paint or ink and a long-handled paintbrush because you're going to paint like this, real far out. So you're going to hold it at the end and then paint. And you know what? I forgot water and I forgot something to put paint on. Let's grab that real quick. My aircraft latch. Of course, this. I need that. I need a palette, but here's one. It's a little palette to put paint in, and I'll grab some water. All right, and she suggests standing up to do this in the book Creative Wanderlust, and to put on your favorite song and paint the lyrics. But we're just going to paint some lyrics that I know by heart on mine. So whatever your favorite song is, paint it out on here. Doesn't matter what it looks like because you're going to rip this all up when it's dry. If we've got some paint that's not full of goobers. That's probably way more, but this paint is about shot. I'm going to wet my brush. I might even scoop some over here because look at that solid that's in there. See if we can get the slug out of it. I need new black paint, I think. Well, let's see. Add a little water. All right. And then when you paint, you're not going to paint down here. Remember, we're going to grab up here and paint. So it's going to be and you can use capital letters, whatever you feel. You can even attempt some cursive if you want to. And embrace the crinkles. It doesn't have to be perfect paper. See, it doesn't even have to be perfect. And you can do just parts of songs. Just get some lettering on your paper. That's all this is really about. And holding it real loosely at the end. You can even just put parts of a couple songs. It's for your art journal. So you do you. You do what you want. Yep. That's Scott and My Song, the first one. And the next one is If Time Was in a Bottle by Jim Croce. And the other song that really just brings tears to my eye is Where Have You Been? And I can't remember the artist right at the moment. I think that's supposed to be Were in a Bottle, not Was in a Bottle, but it doesn't matter. It's going to get torn up. Katie, no, is that right? And then the rest of that song is Where Have You Been? I've been waiting for you forever and a day. Y'all know the song. You got to know the song. It's heart-wrenching. Then you could just do your own name if you wanted to. This is to get marks like this on the paper. And when this dries, you're going to tear it up into little pieces. And we need to use 5 of them in our journal. So while this dries a little, for next time you have homework, you need a color wheel. And if you don't have a color wheel like this, I've put links to some online color wheels that you guys can play with. You want to pick out a complementary color theme or whatever you want to do. Like you could do like pick a color here and then use the 2 colors on this side of it, or use the 2 colors on this side of it. You want to play with your color wheel and choose your favorite color. So what's your all's favorite color? We'll do it that way. My favorite color is kind of a turquoise. So that would be in the blue-green range. So if I pick it over here, and if I flip it over, it'll tell you what happens if you add blue to it. Adding blue will make a blue-green more of a teal, it looks like. And on this side, if you put that blue-green in the center of here, where you have a full range, and you could pick colors this way, 2 colors this way, or 2 colors this way, and make up a color palette of those. Pick 3 colors and do a palette from them. You choose whether you want to do like this, or if you want to do complementary colors, if you want to do split complementary. You choose whatever theme you want. Okay. So if I want my blue-green to be in a split complementary, I'm going to put the top of my triangle on my blue-green over here, and then follow the lines. So I have something in the orange range and something in the purple with my teal. I could do that. Just play. And once you pick out your colors, I want you to go through a magazine or 2 and find some magazine images that you could play with in your color theme. Even just parts, like if you find a page that has one of the colors on it, just pull that page out and you can rip pieces off from that page and use them. So blues and corals for you. So if I do like this and you want to do blues and corals, that'll take care of Well, you could either add something more reddish. Actually, that's probably, this will be where you're, I don't know. It says split complementary. I'm trying to think, is coral more orange or is it more red? Whichever you feel it is, you'll need either a red or an orange to go with it. So you could pop in a little maroon or rosy pink, or, you know. So you could play around with your color wheel. Of course, if you go to those websites that I put in the description box below, you can put in your colors and then tell them, you know, what you want, and they'll give you a third color, I think. I haven't played with them very much, but that's an idea. So let me hit this here. And another thing to bring next time is just some words, random words. They don't have to make any sense. We're going to glue them down, and then we'll go over our page with gesso. Yeah, I'm not a lover of orange at all, but sometimes it really makes your other colors pop. So even just a tiny little bit of it will make them pop. Embrace the stuff you don't like, because it'll open up the world to you. You can still not like it. Kind of like how that kind of dripped right there. I'd like to keep that. You are not going to use this whole great big piece of paper on your 5 pages. You'll have extra that you can throw in a baggie or a box to use with this journal that I created. You can save your extra bits for other pages. All right, let's see if I can tear this. She said use at least 5 pieces of your paper and then set the rest aside for later. I'm going to move this piece away because it's real wet, and I'm just going to let it dry on its own, and I'll tear it up after a while. And let's see. All right. We'll just set that aside. And then let's just tear it right down the middle of the word, because that'll give you some interesting shapes. That means I can have a cup of coffee now. I've been waiting because we woke up late. All right. I didn't get very much of it, but it doesn't matter. So just let's pull 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still going to keep these. These will still work. Might dry these just a little bit more. And I'm pulling out my Yes paste. And I'll just spread it with a spatula thing here. And I'm just going to put one of these pieces on each of my 5 pages. But you can put 2 if you want to, okay? Like I said, I don't want to be on long this morning. This is just a glass cutting plate that I bought. I'm going to use it as my gluing surface because I can wipe it off then. That works. So do these need to be dried a little bit more? Or okay. This one's, I'll do these first because those are wet. And I'm just going to go to one of my pages here. And I could actually have more to put on here. I could have 5 on each page if I wanted to. Oh my goodness. Orange, blue, and rose gold. That would be a pretty combination in your journal. And you can do just one page in that color scheme and then work up another color that you want. It's going to be your journal, so you do your pages the way you want to. For right now, I'm just going to glue 1 on each of my page layouts here. I can always, if I decide to do single pages instead of double spreads, I can put a piece on or 2 on the other page. That's what I'll do. Okay, and I'm just going to stick this on here like so. And it had wet paint, so that's adding something different to the page. So you put as many as you want on, so you could put more on. But for right now, I'm just going to put 1 on each page. And that will be what we do this morning. And remember, you can add your washi tape now, too. That's entirely up to you as well if you want to use washi tape. We're just building a background. We're not actually doing a page layout. We're just putting backgrounds down. I might stand this up to let all this glue dry. Then we'll go to the next page. This really is kind of like the journaling by 5s, isn't it? 5 pages, 5 pieces of paper. But if you want to put 5 pieces on 1 page, you could do that if you ripped them small enough. Put this right up here. Probably should have put it on the page that doesn't have the brown paper on it already, but that's okay. Hang on, I must have missed something because I know, oh, there they are. I knew we had done 5 pages. Here we are. I'm off screen, sorry. I'm just spreading glue. You guys know how to spread glue, right? Let's just put this over here. I'm going to move my little tab that tells me which pages I did. And you can always use your like Bondo spreader or a card to smooth these out nice and smooth. But I probably will add a little bit, couple more to each page, like 3 smaller pieces. Do 2 smaller pieces to make 3 between my spread. Put it that way. And then the last page is back here. And we need to put some glue on here. Chat's not moving. You guys still there? Okay. Yeah, you can make your own paper for your art journals. If you don't want to do the paintbrush technique, you could always take your black ink pad and some of your rubber stamps and stamp all over it. Goes back to you do you. All right. And I probably will add a little bit more because I feel like it needs to be a little on each page. So go ahead and do this in your journal. Get your brown paper, your painted brown paper down. Hi, Marty. Good morning. And then next week, bring your images in whatever your color, your 3 colors are. Pick 3 colors that go together, either side by side on the color wheel or a split complementary. Do something that's the 3. Let's see. Let's do split complementary or a complementary. No, a triad. A triad. Or you could do complementary and do like 2 in your favorite color family, the main color that you really, really like, and then come across and add a little of whatever's right across from it. So for me, that would be the blue, green, and then straight across from it is red, orange. So that's what mine's going to be, blue, green, and red, orange. And then next time we get together, we'll do some things words, any words. If a word speaks to you, cut it out and glue it in your book. So we'll glue some words down, then we'll do we'll knock everything back a bit, and then we'll work with the stuff that we chose our colors from out of a magazine. Okay? I hope that made sense. Did it make sense? If not, I need to know. So I'm not sending you off on a wild goose chase. Focus more on the color than the content until you get your focal image. You can pick a focal image for each page if you want to, but remember, it'll probably be the last thing we put on the page. We're building a background. And if you want to play with the tools I put in the description box, there's several pages down there, sites that tell you how to find your colors and what colors do go together. And you could probably print that off if you have a printer, or just write down the names of the colors, or look through your stash for things you have in those colors. Like go through your paints and find 3 colors that you have that are really close to your 3 colors, and just set them aside. You can use that. You could just paint a strip of that paint on your page. All right. And I will see you in the next video. I want to keep these short and sweet. And that gives you a little homework to play. And then you can go do your own thing for the rest of the day. All right. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.